All right. Hello, everyone, and now welcome to a game LawLiet versus 120. This game taking place here on Autumn Leaves 2.0. Good to be back. Well, summer break is fully in store for me now, so I have no idea what my casting schedule will be looking like. For all of you guys out there watching on YouTube, thanks for watching. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. However, you may have gotten here, please remember to comment, like, leave all that social media jazz. It somehow changes YouTube's algorithms, even though, well, um, oftentimes it feels like when you try to watch Warcraft 3 things, they often like funnel you viral videos in World of Warcraft, and well, that's I don't know. It feels like Blizzard kind of went in a different direction with World of Warcraft getting a lot of success, and then from there branching out. At some point, they needed to cut back their community support, and I think that's really when things changed from the Blizzard that I grew up loving. Anyways, let's go ahead and focus on this game here. We have Demon Hunter opening up with archers. No big surprises coming in from LawLiet, except that it is not going to be Farseer. Now, what I do like about the Demon Hunter is, well, the Demon Hunter naturally kind of shuts down the undead hero nuking play. The Demon Hunter able to efficiently trade mana and deal damage against that Death Knight and that Lich early on, and then later on, if it needs to, it can then start to try mana burning those Obsidian statues. Those Obsidian statues then end up, well, not having very many hit point or very much mana, and all they can really do is transform into destroyers. And well, once it's transformed into a destroyer, well, Dryads can easily take care of that. Coming back around, Forest Troll Berserker going to get cleaned up here. We are looking at Forest Wolf, Forest Troll Berserker. Both of these will get taken down as the Demon Hunter inches closer to level 2. Meanwhile, back off to the north, Death Knight does have double sacrificial skulls and a rod of necromancy. He sold that scroll of town portal, so I'm wondering if 120 is going to be trying to go for that fast expansion attempt. We can still see claws of attack +4 and not the +5 variety, but it does deal significantly more damage as that Death Knight going to go ahead and clear things up here. Demon Hunter now going to try to exchange some blows against that Death Knight. Death Knight simply just retreating black. He does have Unholy Aura, so that Death Knight is healing up a little bit faster, and then even more when you consider the fact that he is on Blight. Death Knight moving down with that slight movement speed buff, 7.5%, no longer that 10% buff, allowing the Death Knight, and that Lich to really pick off units if it is trying to chase them. All right, Death Knight really trying to go after the archers here. Archers may get choked up here just a little bit. Are we going to see a little bit of a swapping play? Oh, a stag. Is it going to get in the way here? And there is the Moonwell doing a bit of healing as the Rod of Necromancy may be used here in just a moment. Are we going to see a detonation? That is the question here, as more damage is going to be absorbed by that Death Knight. 120 being extremely aggressive here, and we are looking, where is that Ancient of War? Ancient of War may need to train up some more archers. I don't believe LawLiet was actually expecting this sort of ghoul rush play. Now, no, this is actually a tower attempt here, as the Ziggurat is going to end up getting taken down by those archers. We do have another sacrificial skull to try and clean things up, as the Demon Hunter now down to 98 hit points, down to 79, could end up being a bit worse for wear. It is going to be able to use that last Moonwell here, as LawLiet could be in some serious trouble here in just a moment. Second round of Ziggurats now coming into play here. We could be looking at some detonation. We are getting in some Ancient Protectors, as the Hunter's Hall is already done. I wasn't expecting the Hunter's Hall to already be done by LawLiet. Oftentimes, Night Elf players will place that Hunter's Hall down after teching the tier 2. So this is a little bit of a meta play here, as we are looking at this Demon Hunter down to 257 hit points, as we still see a little bit more Blight available. All right, this Moonwell should end up getting taken down here, as the ghouls are still trying to engage. There's a Scroll of Town Portal, as this one Ziggurat down to 76 hit points. All right, a little bit more healing coming underway. More heal off of this Moonwell. Ancient Protectors are nearly done done being constructed, and then with those ancient protectors should be able to fight back against this swarm of ghouls. Ziggurat is here. Blight is now available as the Nerubian Tower is now under repair. All right, this is going to be interesting. It is going to be piercing damage from these ancient protectors going up against the normal damage from this Ziggurat, but the normal damage is going to be significantly less. Ancient protector now making its way over as the ghouls are trying to retreat back here. Moonwell is getting healed up. Death Knight does sit at level 2, and with level 2 means that we now have access to Death Coil. That Death Coil is going to be some big heals across these units here as the Nerubian Tower is nearby. Perhaps can get some slowness down onto the ancient protector as well. 120 pulling off a tower attempt against LawLiet, but how many legs does this really have? Will it be able to really go the distance as the Death Knight tries to get in front of this Demon Hunter, perhaps going to be able to surround it? And yes, with that slow, able to do exactly that. Low hit point ghoul now trying to retreat back. Death Knight going to finish off the Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter falls at level 1, and well, we know that level 1 Demon Hunters resurrect extremely quickly. All right, going to go ahead and try and finish off another Moonwell here. 29/30 supply, and with this Moonwell, it looks as though, well, we're going to see LawLiet be supply blocked for quite some time. Ancient Protectors with that 45/54 piercing damage, really racking it up there, trying to finish off another Huntress, as every unit that is taken down could end up turning, well, no, there was another Moonwell being placed somewhere else as another Ghoul gets taken out here. All right, Demon Hunter should be back into play here in just a moment. Rod of Necromancy is the Huntress going to be able to make its way back? Yes, it will, as the Huntresses are still getting churned out. 25/30 supply as this Nerubian Tower trying to get repaired here. The slow effect does not apply to the Ancient Protector since it is just a building, and damage is still getting racked up. Are the Ghouls going to try and finish off this Ancient of War off to the side? It may be able to do exactly that. Meanwhile, a couple of archers shooting down Ghouls as they are retreating back, and that's going to give level 2 to the Demon Hunter, who now has Immolation in order to stop any more surrounds. All right, 30 supply over 40. A tower attempt by 120, catching LawLiet a bit off guard, but perhaps he noticed something that I didn't, allowing him to get that Hunter's Hall down just a bit earlier. We are at tier 2, so and the Naga Sea Witch is now out on the battlefield, and now 120 is going to be a bit behind the 8 ball, so to speak. Back at home, plenty of Ghouls working, getting in a lot of lumber. 120 also has a lot of gold sitting in the bank, and we should be looking at, well, some additional units here in just a moment. There is that Lich. Are we going to perhaps be getting up a Slaughterhouse or a Ritual Dagger as well? A Rod of Necromancy coupled with the Sacrificial Skull. There is that Slaughterhouse, but we got to remember that, well, Night Elf, that counter push can be very strong. All right, Ancient Protectors making their way off to the north here. Ancient of War also moving out. Ancient Protector is going to be rooting themselves. We're looking at 32/50 supply. All of these Moonwells very tightly clumped together as the Death Knight now going after this Ogre Magi creep camp, already getting up to level 3, and 120 now perhaps with ideas of an expansion in mind. Lich about to join out on the battlefield as well, and with that, we'll see what the follow-up play will be. Demon Hunter down to 37 hit points, somehow survives. That also picks up a Vampiric Aura. May sell that as the Demon Hunter is the only unit that benefits from that Vampiric Aura, everything else being ranged. All right. Or non-melee. I guess ranged is the wrong word, because Mountain Giants with the club have a range of 250, similar, I believe, to the range of Huntresses, but the Vampiric Aura still works on 250 melee ranged attacks. So, yep, non-melee, the keyword there. Coming back off to the north here, Death Knight. Lich making its rounds as well. Forest Troll Warlord not going to get cleaned up. We're looking at a push back the other way. Lich has Claws of Attack +4, And the Death Knight, now with a Potion of Mana, how much damage can really be done? Are we going to see some Frost Nova Death Coils? Yeah, to try and pick off some of these units. But there are dual Ancient Protectors here ready to whack in some of that damage. Death Knight may be forced to try and heal up. And you can see that 45 to 54 damage really taking large chunks of hit points off of these low hit point, no armor ghouls. Obsidian Statue going to be, joining in on 120's army. They're going to try and finish off this Forest Troll Warlord. Death Coils and Frost Novas galore. And speed is the key right now as the Obsidian Statue is going to replenish the Death Knight and that Lich's mana. Second Obsidian Statue, no, not in play as I thought it was, as the Obsidian Statue off to the side here. Maybe, is it just giving mana? No, it is giving Essence of Blight right now instead of giving that necessary mana to keep the Death Knight and that Lich going. Down to the south, Demon Hunter sitting at level 3, Naga Sea Witch sitting at level 2, Huntress still doing a bit of scouting, rounding about as we're already at 120's operating expansion with a Nerubian Tower and a Spirit Tower nearly completed as well. Demon Hunter does have Immolation, hasn't trained up a third ability as of yet, and getting stunned by that Kobold Taskmaster, absorbing a bit more damage perhaps than he would like. Now picking up a Pendant of Energy, and now going to finish off the Kobold Geomancers here. That little bit of an early start by 120, shutting down LawLiet's early play, and now we're in the situation where Undead is in a comfortable spot. He has the Expo, he has decent level heroes, and is behind that Naga Sea Witch by 1 level only. So level 2 Fork Lightning coupled with Immolation could eat through these low hit point ghouls fairly quickly. We are transitioning into Crypt Fiends as well, and with that 400 hit point heal, it may be difficult to focus them down. Second Spirit Tower getting added once more. Death Knight now wandering around, going to find this 5-3 or 5-5-3 creep camp here. Lich does have Frost Armor, applying it to that Death Knight, slowing all the attacks nearby. Lich, purposely backing away now, perhaps trying to get level 4 to the Death Knight. Level 2 Unholy Aura could be very useful, but no, not going to finish off the remaining level 5 and level 3 creeps. Instead, we are looking at Druid of the Claw, Demon Hunter, going to try and engage here. There's triple towers, and LawLiet perhaps wondering when 120 had the opportunity to set up this base. This economic advantage is going to translate into an item advantage, as he doesn't want to break into low upkeep as of yet. All right, Lich does have that Orb of Corruption. Are we getting up a third and final hero? We could be getting up a Dark Ranger here if a Crypt Fiend or some ghouls going to get... Nope, not a Dark Ranger, going to be a Naga Sea Witch. So go double down on those cold attacks with Frost Nova and Cold Arrows. We're going to be going into an engagement. There's a low hit point archer, or an archer just shadow melding here, as the Demon Hunter is in that frontline spot with Druids of the Claw getting ready to engage. Expansion down by LawLiet. It wants to get up and operational, may not be able to get there as 120's army is just moving far too quickly. All right. Coming back around, are we going to see some engagements? There's a Death Coil, Frost Nova, Immolation onto that Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter taking quite a bit of damage. Naga Sea Witch, Potion of Invulnerability on the Demon Hunter, as well as ghouls standing a bit too close to that Demon Hunter. All right, are we going to be looking at some more damage onto that Druid of the Claw? One more Death Coil could be enough. No Death Coil for the heal on that Lich, as the level 4 Death Knight gets the level 4 off of a bear. Druids of the Claw now falling here, so 2 Druids of the Claw taken down, 1 very low hit point, 1 off to the north here. So that is a 12 supply loss suddenly by LawLiet. Momentum definitely in 120's favor, as it has never really shifted away there, as Staff of Preservation saves a low hit point Demon Hunter who drinks some Moonwell juice. Coming back around, we're going to see some more fighting here. Low hit point ghouls now trying to retreat back away. The Ancient Protector is actually a bit out of position, too far forward in their base, as the Demon Hunter well, with level 1 evasion soaking up damage nicely, but may not be able to outlast all this here. 70 supply compared to 39. Those front door ancient protectors, however, making reinforcements having a bit of difficulty trying to line up again. Obsidian statue is going to be joining back in. There is 2 destroyers here, perhaps going to try and go after these Druids of the Claw. The Druids of the Claw unable to use Roar or Rejuvenation easily, as we're looking at the Druid of the Claw here down to 313 hit points, able to be saved with another Staff of Preservation. 71 supply compared to 45. Low hit point Obsidian statues now trying to retreat back. Crypt Fiends lining up attacks against those Dryads, and it is just army size advantage by 120, who should be able to come or pull away from LawLiet here. Demon Hunter still looking to retreat back here. A couple Obsidian statues low on hit points, needs to be in the back position as the Demon Hunter is about to fall. No Staff of Preservation. He gets taken down, and that is the game. 120 with a quick sprint out of the gate, getting an advantage, and then translating that into an economic advantage as well. Let me know what you guys thought about this game in the comments below.